will I be bringing to the local government elections in Rivers State. First and foremost on character and indigenship. I'm not from Rivers State, so I don't know anybody that is going to influence me to do anything otherwise, because I'll keep to the rules, I'll keep to the procedures, I'll keep to the timelines. So I'm going to remain neutral and impartial. That's question one. Scrapping of state independent electoral commission because of absence of free and fair. Well, this is also tied, in my opinion, to the principle of federalism. So if we are practicing federalism, I think that the subnationals should be allowed to handle local government election, local government and council, chairmanship and councillorship election, because that gives them a sense of independence. Yeah, but we agree that since it is the closest election to the grassroots, it is very emotive, people are very concerned, and there is a tendency for the governor of the state, arguably so, to control that institution and mortgage its integrity. That's my opinion. The questions are really tied. There's loss of confidence and the subject of controversy. Yes, like I said, it's a matter of integrity. We should be able to do our jobs, acknowledge, lapses and procedural ineffectiveness, and accept that where we err, we will correct it, not to remain in self-denial. So I believe that with my presence there as a chairman, the important thing first is the stakeholders' collaboration, so that we bring them on board. Because from experiences, if you're operating an opaque electoral process where the stakeholders are not brought into the electoral value chain, there is a tendency that there will be gaps, there will be rumors, and those gaps are bound to be filled with misinformation. So I think that is paramount to me, that I will carry all the stakeholders in the electoral process on board and make sure that my planning, my timelines, my procedures are well known to them, and they key into that process. Because if they key into the process, there is that tendency that they will own it and to be part of it, they will protect it, and they may ultimately accept the outcome. That is my fervent belief, sir. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. With the utmost respect, I also have gone through the RISEC law, enabling law, and there is nothing that precludes an appointment of anybody outside the state as chairman of election management board in the state.
You have a copy of the law with you?
No, I don't have it. I don't have it yet, but I went through it.
Okay.
Yes, I did go through it.
Make it available to us.
Okay.
Well, assume that we know the law. Exactly. We're also in possession of the law. So just telling you to make it available is a polite way of saying, there's a need to take a second look at it, because in my opinion, Independent National Electoral Commission is about Nigeria, the Federal Republic of Nigeria. When we say a state independent electoral commission, it's about that state. And this is not a matter we're just going to gloss over, because if it happens, it will be a novel situation, and it has to be something that we can defend. We must find that defense, clearly stated in the law. Even if there's nothing in the law saying you cannot appoint from outside of the state, even if nothing says that, we still need to look at it to be sure that it's not something that would be repugnant to public conscience. It has to be something that we're able to defend. So we'll take a second look at that. But as to eligibility criteria, otherwise, that's not in doubt, but your opponent has raised a novel issue for us to look into and take a decision so that we'll know whether it's something that can serve as a precedent or not. No, sir. With due respect, my distinguished vice chairman, I won't allow any debate on this yet until we are clear about the law. We'll come back. We'll come back to address it. I know you are a wonderful man. Thank you. Okay, so.